My vocational call is to humanize service members and recognize that the same virtues that drive all of us, whether we've never been in or we've considered it or we wouldn't consider it, that the virtues that drive us individually of submission, service, duty, sacrifice, those are common to military members. And I think part of what I hope that I can do, reassert the church's moral attractiveness, I guess. The military has a monopoly on almost. I think it's important to name war as what it is, but also recognize that that does not necessarily mean that everybody who is perpetuating war is beyond repentance, beyond reconciliation, internally but also externally. I think one of the things that I hope Kingston addresses is the common ground that developed nations especially have, and their militaries have, with the churches called to peacemaking. Members of the military have a very deep investment in peace. Nobody actually wants to die in war. They want the honor of being remembered well. But I don't think that we should be allowing the myth to perpetuate that dying in war is the only way in which you can be remembered well. We have a long history of martyrs that speak against it. Not even just martyrs, but the entire history of the saints, I think, speaks against that. And so hopefully developed nations and the churches and the militaries therein can get together and speak deliberately about their common call to restrain war. Mike Walzer said in his Just and Unjust Wars, the beginning of peace, the beginning is the restraint of war. I think if we're addressing some of the peripheral things and we're not also attacking the beast that is war itself, if we're not leashing the dogs of war, and we're allowing the lords of war to, unmercifully dictate the pawns of war, which are the lowest echelons of the military, I don't think that we are starting off on the right foot in peacemaking. So I think that's what I hope that Kingston, that the conference in Kingston can do effectively.